Hello, good evening everyone. I am Manohar Kumar, Assistant Professor of English at Government College Devgat. Today we are going to study about the poem Marriage composed by Nisim Ezekiel. In the previous lesson, we talked about the first and the second stanza of the poem, and today we will discuss on the third and the fourth stanza of the poem. In the previous lesson, in the first stanza of the poem, we discussed that when the lovers are married, they face eternity with touching grace, and the poet said that the lovers are very happy to getting married with the grace of God and divine influence. Both of them are in a very pleasant mood. They are self satisfied and think that they are destined to live together for the rest of their life. Both of them are sure that they will never be separated from each other. They feel that the lusty time will have no end. And in the second stanza, when the lovers are married, the bride is always charming and attractive. The bridegroom is therefore always considered a very fortunate man to have married a beautiful bride. Their honeymoon room has been made dark, and this room is full of all physical joys. The state of their being naked is also suitable or congenial. The condition of their being without clothes is good. The poet uses very simple but suggestive words to give us an idea of the brides and the bridegrooms being together in a darkened room. So, in the third stanza of the poem, the poet says, I went through this believing all our love denied the primal fall. I went through this. I went through this means I have experienced the marriage life. The poet says, I went through this. Means the poet says, I have experienced the married life, believing all our love denied the primal fall. Primal fall का मतलब the first fall of Adam and Eve. The reference is here the first fall of Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve were the first woman and man created by God on the earth. Wordless. Wordless means silently. We walked among the trees and felt immortal as the breeze. Breeze? Breeze means gentle wind. So, in this stanza, Ezekiel, through his experience, expresses the rapturous experience of all lovers and believed that their love will never allow the fall which was faced by Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, the first man and the first woman created by God. He and his newly married wife had a nice walk together without uttering a single word. The poet says, we talked, we, I and my wife talked without words, silently. Uh, there is exaggeration in this line, hyperbole. The lover says, I and my newly married wife had a nice walk together without uttering a single word. Both of them were too happy to speak. The poet has described the silent communication attained by the lovers. In this stanza, the poet described the the silent talking between wife and husband uh, without speaking any single word means their eyes were talking to each other, their body language, their expressions are talking to each other. They felt immortal like the gentle and lively wind blowing around them, or during walking, the bride and the bridegroom felt immortal like the gentle wind. The poet compares the immortality of the wind to that of their enjoyable moments and their rapture. They felt immortal like the gentle and lively wind blowing around them. Ezekiel expresses the universal experience through his personal experience. The in this stanza, the poet expresses his personal feelings and emotions through the lover and his beloved. So, this stanza is very beautiful stanza and very beautiful moments of wife and her husband. The lovers fall from the romantic paradise is like to the original fall of Adam and Eve and their loss of paradise. In this stanza, the reference of Adam and Eve, the poet wants to say that the lovers fall from their romantic paradise is likened to the original fall of Adam and Eve and their loss of paradise. In the fourth stanza of the poem, the poet, however many times we came apart means separated. Came apart means separated. However many times we came apart, we came together. Many times we separated, and many times we came together. The same thing over and over again. The same thing over and over happening. Then suddenly the mark of Cain. And then suddenly the mark of Cain. Mark means sign. Cain. Who was Cain? Cain was Adam's son who killed his own brother Abel. So he is called the first murderer in the world. Cain was Adam's son who killed his own brother Abel, and he is regarded the first murderer in the world. So, in the fourth stanza, during the love making, the lovers many times separated and came together. It's natural. It's natural. So, love is the highest joy of life, but it is followed by frustration and sorrows. In the fourth line of the stanza, the sign of frustration and sorrows can be noticed. So, love is the highest joy of life, but it is followed by frustration and sorrows always. In this stanza, Ezekiel describes the harsh realities of married life. The poet does not ignore the realities of marriage. The initial excitement is followed by the feeling of satiation. Love's sad satiety. Love's sad satiety. This is and this refers in Shelley's poems, and uh, this line is important because it reminds us the Shelley's most important quote, love's sad satiety. The husband and the wife separate for some time and then they come together again. Love making goes on over and over again till it reaches a state of satiety. Satiety का मतलब satisfaction. Satiety means satisfaction, sometimes leading to frustration and disillusionment. The romance of a love is replaced by the hard realities of life. All of a sudden, the mark of Cain began to show itself on the wife and husband. That is, minor tension and jealousy crop up as if the lovers had killed their natural selves. The suddenly the mark of Cain is a line that represents frustration in love making and enjoyable life. Ezekiel points out here that the initial joy of married life are replaced by frustration and the romance is replaced by harsh reality. The beloved no longer remains a heavenly fairy. The beloved no longer remains a heavenly fair after marriage, but becomes a nagging wife. The wife is different from the beloved and bride. So, the Prince Charming also becomes a husband after marriage. So, the poet here expresses his experience through these lines. So, it was your third or fourth stanza. In our next lesson, we will discuss the remaining poem or remaining stanzas. Thank you for today.